Good morning, students. Our today's topic is communication. Let me tell you, first of all, the simple meaning of communication. When you speak in layman's language, communication means exchange of ideas, facts, opinions by one or more persons. The word communication is taken from a Latin word that is communicare, which means to impart, to share, or to make common. According to T.S. Matthews, communication is something so simple and difficult that we can never put it in simple words. It is a way of reaching others with their thoughts, facts, and ideas. It is a bridge of meaning among people so that they can share what they feel and know. With the help of this bridge, we can cross safely the river of misunderstanding. It is an integral part of our life and basic need of mankind. We can show this process of communication with the help of a diagram. So students, as you can see in the diagram, we can say that the method by which a sender reaches a receiver with a message is called communication process. Dear students, before jumping towards the steps of communication, I would like to tell you that there are two types of communication. One is one-way communication and the other two-way communication. And now I would like to tell you the difference between both of these. So students, one-way communication is that in which sender sends a message without expecting a feedback from the receiver, whereas two-way communication is the one in which when the receiver receives the message from the sender, he decodes the message or understands the message sent by the receiver. In two-way communication, the reply, the feedback or the response is sent to the sender by the receiver. Now we shall discuss the different steps of communication process with the help of a diagram which will make it more clear. As you can see, the process of communication is initiated by the sender. He is the one who develops an idea and conveys it through a message. The next step is encoding of message. The sender translates the idea into some words or some other form which he feels will make the receiver understand the message. The third step on sender's part is to transfer the message to the receiver. In this part, the sender transmits the message via some media to the receiver. So students, out of 6 steps, we have completed 3 steps on the sender side, and now we shall discuss the last 3 steps which are on the receiver side. So the 4th step is to receive the message, which is done by the receiver, and then the 5th step is of decoding the message. Now the receiver has to decode the message and draws meaning from it. Now the last and final step is to use the message in a meaningful way. Finally, the receiver will send a response to the sender. This response is known as feedback. When the feedback is received by the sender, the process of communication is said to be completed. So dear students, hope you have understood our very first topic of communication and its process. We will proceed to the next topic in our next lecture. Have a good day.